Articulation is a public speaking competition about art developed by a sculpture garden in the south of England called Roche Court, probably about 8 years ago, and then approached us a couple of years ago about launching it in Scotland. Tonight we have 8 participants taking part, talking on a really wide variety of subjects, and we're really excited about it, looking forward to the start.
The best thing is, or what we should take from it, is just enjoying it. I'm just going to go up and have fun, I guess, if that's possible.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I'm not really used to being in a public speaking environment, and I don't feel too nervous about it, so we'll see.
I used to play in a band, and we played quite a lot of weird places, so I just sort of let myself go and see how it goes. So I'm feeling okay, quite detached at the moment. So
I'm feeling okay. I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm okay, sort of, for now, until I stand up there.
I, for one, feel inspired when considering the way in which Boyce approached his art and his philosophy of helping others find their voice. To me, this is what art is all about.
Then I saw Verdonk. Immediately, I was struck by the intensity of the character in front of me. I wanted to know more about him, perhaps even meet him, as the spark in his eyes, the grin hidden behind the moustache, and the fact that he was willing to be posed in such a humorous way hugely intrigued me.
It's very much about confidence building for young people. It's engaging people that might not normally like speaking in public, but because they're talking about what they love, then they find it quite easy. And I've certainly had that feedback.
The rebel of 17th century art.
This is just a taster for people to understand what it is, and for us to be able to use to demonstrate that to people next year.
I walked in that room and I sat there for a long, long time, just staring.
Pollock loves the freedom of his art and being able to get lost in his paintings. He works from the floor and walks around it, adding to it from every angle. Because of this, it confuses me as to why we hang his paintings on a wall in a gallery. How are we to know which way up it went?
this building here, the Walt Disney Concert Hall, is the building that inspired me to study architecture. I remember very clearly my head resting against the warm car door, and I was really sort of tired. I was really tired. It was a long trip. And all of a sudden, this alarming metal structure glistening in the California sun just came out of nowhere, and I was jolted from my slumber.
With Miyazaki retiring this year with his final film, The Wind Rises, it's left the animation world with a question: who's going to carry his legacy on? And me, well, I'm applying to study animation, so I'd like to think that in a few years I could give it my best shot.
I think mine went okay. I was happy enough with it.
Yeah, I'm glad people liked it. That's what I was wanting, really. I do see it as a form of fine art, and I'm happy I chose to talk about animation.
I'm quite theatrical. I like to use my hands, get emotive. Obviously nerve-wracking, but once you get up, it's lots of fun. You just get into it, and then it's just you and what you're saying.
Very nervous when you're up there, and all these successful people, and obviously Nathan Coley being there.
When I was 16, I was this 6'2" tall, awkward boy with curly red hair. And I found it terrifying speaking in public. And it wasn't until I went to art school and found myself in a drawing class surrounded by people who were even more strange than I was that I became comfortable with both how I look and how I sound and what I think like. In third place, please join me in congratulating Gregor. In second place, Connie. Congratulations. In first place, for her presentation of Miyazaki's animation, Jodie.